Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're having a celebration. My 1 month no buy is officially done. It has been 1 month of my no buy. I just wanted to hop on here to do a recap. How did things go? What are things gonna look like going forward, etc. I can't believe it's been a month, but also it's felt like forever at the same exact time. So yes, it's been a month. I'm so happy that I did this because for the first time ever officially, I have my iPad with my inventory pulled up. For January, we're only halfway through the month, but officially, first month since my inventory, I'm actually finishing more than I have brought in. It's great. It's so great to be in this situation. And so I hope that stays the same until the end of the month, which it should, because currently, I touched on this briefly when I talked about my no buy, but going forward, now that the no buy is a low buy, I'm gonna be doing a 2 out, 1 in low buy. So I'm going to be every 2 items I finished, I'm allowed to buy 1. And it's not like I finish 2 candles, I can buy 1 candle. It's like if I finish 2 items in general, I can buy 1 item of whatever, because some stuff I have plenty of and I don't need to buy that same thing over. Whereas like another category, I might be like, this is the only product I have in this category. I need to buy it here. I'm not gonna finish 2 up to buy, whatever. So it's not like 2 candles out, 1 candle in. It's like 2 candles out, maybe I buy a new lip gloss. Not that I need any, but that's how that's working. I'm also allowing myself to roll, I wanna call them credits, but that doesn't seem right. Like roll numbers forward if I want to. So say I finish up 10 products in the month, then obviously I'm allowed to buy 5. Say I buy 2 things, I can roll the 3 over into going forward for whenever I want to get those 3 things. And I think the rolling aspect will help me to not be like, oh, I have to use all 5 credits this month. I can, that kind of creates a bad mindset too. So I want to be able to roll them. So I'm feeling really good about that. The only thing I officially broke my no buy to get is I bought a shampoo like mid-month. It must have been right at the beginning of January. I'm looking at my inventory. I finished one of my shampoos and I only use 2 shampoos and I alternate them. So I finished 1 and so then I only had the 1, and long story short, I need to use both of them. So I ended up buying the other one, so I still only have 2. Also, I didn't pay for it. Like we bought it with our groceries, like through our Walmart or Target pickup, whatever we did that day. So like I didn't pay for it, but I still counted it towards my inventory because it did come in. So that was like the one thing, but shampoo's not that exciting. But it's not like I bought like 7. Like I bought a replacement, I guess. So I'm really excited how this all went. I just want to keep myself going on this momentum, and I'm thinking the 2 out, 1 in will really help, because I'll really need to be mindful about like, oh, I want these 5 things coming up on a sale. I need to finish 10 other things. So I think that's really gonna help me like be mindful of like the value of things coming in. And then also that will obviously help in the money department as well. So, oh yes, what else I was gonna touch on. So now my low buys, or I'm officially on a low buy and not a no buy. There may be some more things that I'm going to share coming up, not like hauls, but kind of, I guess. I have a Scentsy party to close out Mostly I'm gonna be getting like businessy supplies for our new spring summer catalog that's launching. So I'll have that stuff to kind of share with you guys, but maybe I'll use like, my half price credits and whatever for myself. So I will share those things. So like that stuff might kind of come up, but I don't think I'm going to be doing like huge SAS hauls and that type of thing. I have a little bit of leeway on like room to buy things, credits, once again, if you will. I have some credits to spend, whatever, use. I don't know that I'm gonna go to Bath and Body Works SAS just because I feel like that's a little bit too dangerous. I don't want to like quit cold turkey and then jump right back into it, I really am tempted by like the new Bake Shop collection and that type of stuff from Bath and Body Works, but I don't know if I can trust myself quite yet to go in for a sniff. If you know what I mean. I have some things I could exchange though, so I think that's the one thing that's like potentially tempting me, is like I could go in for an exchange. It really wouldn't like count towards my inventory technically, because I would exchange products I already own for new products, get rid of them, whatever. Even I have 2 candles that I could exchange. So I'm just like kind of trying to watch some more reviews. I'm really interested in like that coconut cream pie just because I really like coconut scents. And I think like the Bath and Body Works Bake Shop-esque bakery collection from like last spring was really, really good. I'm not a strawberry pound cake fan, but like margarita cupcake and confetti cake pop are some of my favorites. But like at the same time, I know they're gonna come out with other stuff that I like down the line. Like say it's still 6 months, I'm probably gonna like what they can't come out with later. So I'm like stuck in the middle. If any of you have tried that new bakery line, let me know. I watched Catherine, self-care Catherine. I watched her video earlier today. She was reviewing them, and I'm like, oh, trying not to buy this. So I'm trying to stay strong. But overall, yeah, I feel like my no-buy went well. I feel like the thing that helped me the most was not watching any hauls. It was so hard, and I still haven't. Her video today was the only video I've remotely watched on like reviews of new products or hauls, just because I didn't want to tempt myself, and I did not want to see what people were picking up at SAS, because I knew if I seen some of those retired scents that I'm lusting after, that they got them at theirs, I'd want to rush there and be like, oh my gosh, what do we have? And my mom brought me a coupon that had come. Sometimes my coupons go to her house. Like they won't update my address at Bath and Body Works. I've asked so many times, but they won't. So she gets my coupons a lot. So she brought me one. Not that it's burning a hole in my pocket, but it goes through the 17th, which I'm assuming SAS goes until that time. But I think it's like a 10 off 40, and I don't want to really spend that much money if I did go there. And I don't know, I just like, I almost want just like a lotion, like, the new Bake Shop lotion. So I don't really know where that's going, but just let me know like your thoughts and everything. Otherwise, that kind of got off subject. I think my no buy went really well because I didn't watch any hauls. Also, I think adding to my inventory spreadsheet the amount of months and like what the date would be to use up my entire collection of certain products really opened my eyes, like especially lotion and like fine fragrance mist. So because of that, I've really been trying to like go harder on using those types of products, because I'm like, wow, these are gonna last me for the next 2 years, whatever the case might be. That has really helped me, and that helped me during my no buy. Also, Christmas was in the middle of there, so like I got things technically for Christmas, even though like I wasn't buying things. So that was like iffy. But I think just the low buy now going forward, I want to stay in that mindset of like, I don't need everything that's new. New stuff will still continue to come out in the future, even if I don't buy everything now. I'll be okay. So I don't know. That's where I'm at. I really don't have a lot to say other than I feel like I went successful and that I'm officially off the no buy, but I'm still on a low buy. But I do want to just say, like, I think since I did kind of rope Corey into this, like, you know, at the beginning, I was like, I really need you to help me, and I need to get this off my chest, and I really need to go on a no buy, and etc. I think just like him being aware of it, me being now more aware of it, and like admitting it, I guess you could say. Whereas before, I feel like I was just trying to like avoid it and be like, oh, it's not an issue. I feel like if it gets to a point, then I will have to go back on a no buy. So I really don't want that to be the case. So I really want to stay disciplined with myself. But I don't think I'll be afraid to be like, okay, we need to pump the brakes again. And even if I do it just for a month, I think that was enough time for me to just like really take a step back. I don't think I needed to be like, oh my gosh, 6 months, not a single thing. Cause I definitely am not a person who can like go cold turkey forever. Like I get really antsy and then I almost do the opposite. Like I'm like, okay, it's been way too long now. I need to do everything. I feel like this month has passed where it's like, okay, like certain things are still going on. So like technically, like I'm not missing out, but I really haven't purchased anything. But I feel like I'm still part of it. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm in no buy jail and that type of stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. But I know in the past when I've tried to do no buys for like extended periods of time, I just get way too antsy and then I almost like totally go in the opposite direction and like reverse everything that I had achieved during the short time of no buy I did. So I'm feeling really good. I'm just feeling mostly really confident about my inventory because I've used up more than I've brought in, which is making me feel great. But like I said at the beginning of the year when I did my inventory update, my goal overall 2021 is to get my I have like a monthly average of how many things I bring in versus use up. Currently that's negative just because of so many months that I brought in more than I used up. And so my overall goal is to get that number to be positive. Right now it's at negative 29. So obviously at the end of the year, I'm hoping it's 0 or above. But I think that number was like negative 36 or so. Like I've definitely moved the needle. So I'm feeling really good about that. But every time I would bring something in, like say I buy something tomorrow, it will adjust that. So it's going to take a bit to really like move that up to 0, but that's why it's my goal for the whole entire year. So that is my update on my no buy, how my no buy went, what I'm doing going forward. I know a bunch of other people have commented that they're either going on no buys or low buys, and I'm so excited because watching other people talk about it is motivating for me, versus like watching a haul makes me feel like I want to buy something. Same thing as like watching somebody be like, I'm not buying anything, makes me want to be like, I'm not buying anything either. So I've been trying to watch more of that type of like content, and I feel like a lot of people are now putting out that kind of content because of course it's like the start of the year and everyone's like hyped up like I'm gonna do this thing for 2021. So yeah, I'm really excited. And thanks for all the support for the people who commented and were like, you can do this, I'm also trying to use up my stash, that type of stuff, because that's really been motivating me to like work through things and not just like put almost empty things on the back burner and be like, oh, maybe, you know, I want to hold on to this little last piece for no reason. So I think that's really helped as well. Sorry, I feel like this has been just one big ramble, but that's kind of everything that's been in my head is just one big ramble. So that's what I have. Thank you all for your support through this, no buy, low buy, etc. Sorry if you were like super into hauls and now I haven't been doing a ton of those, but I just think it's what's best for me personally and my mental health at the current time. So that's where I'm going with it. But yeah, thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.